Welcome into the Cowboys Report. The fallout from the Dak Prescott non-deal continues. Before we dive into that, I know we've been fighting a lot, but remember, everyone here at the Cowboys Report in the comment section, we're all Cowboys fans. We all just want what's best for the organization, except for you Eagles trolls out there that always keep watching. So if you're a true Cowboys fan, I want you guys to like this video. Remind everyone, hey, we're all fighting for the same thing here. Now we're going to fight some more. Okay, so the Cowboys, this is the rumor out there, and I told you guys don't fall for it, right? The Cowboys, Dak tried to take the deal late, but shucks, they just ran out of time. Come on, guys, don't ever fall for the leaks immediately after when it's propaganda spin zone season. The final offer in the end was the same from months ago, so let's just recap what happened here, right? All right, Jane Slater says, I'm told Cowboys quarterback Dak Prescott was involved at the last minute to get the offer done, but they just ran out of time. Dak wanted to get the deal done, but it was just too late, per the source that we can easily figure out who the source was. I mean, who do you think would want to leak that, well, our offer was actually good enough, and Dak was going to take it, but shoot, we just ran out of time in the end. It was going to be $50 million signing bonus, $70 over the first 2 years. We were so close. Shoot. Come on, guys. The Cowboys leaked it. And then like a half hour later, Dak was like, come on, guys. Let's be realistic here. I'm not going to try and fight. I'll try to take, I guess, whatever high ground exists. It's not much of one in these types of negotiations. But some of the details reported weren't right. Like, yes, Dak and Steven talked. They did. But they were never actually close, guys. They've been close in a while because neither side budged in the end, which is why everyone should be upset with the lack of a Dak Prescott deal. If your team pay Dak, you're mad because there's no deal. If your team don't pay Dak, you're mad the Cowboys have locked themselves in to a very expensive 2020 cap hit and a pretty damn expensive one as well in 2021, which we'll break down here in a little bit. But you should be upset. Like, there's a reason to be mad here with the way things have gone down. The offer at the end, there have been like 4 different reported offers. It was all the same. Well, and by the way, as a reminder, whenever you see multiple numbers being reported, it's always actually the lowest of the offers because it's just incentives tacked on to the end of it. The guaranteed money might be listed as, it was $35 per year with incentives, $110 million guaranteed. Yeah, but then you can look at the actual percent guaranteed because the Cowboys never budged off their 5-year offer. And if you add a year, it costs more money. This is basic contract accounting. The guaranteed percent offer was less than Ryan Tannehill. Why would Dak take that? If he wasn't going to take it back in March, he wasn't going to take it at the end of the deadline. Yes, they talked because the Cowboys don't like Todd France and tried to go around him. We'll break that down in a little bit as well. But it wasn't going to happen at the deadline. And oh, by the way, if you're trying to wait till the very last second, what are you doing? You had months. Like, none of it made sense. None of it. And that's why I am still so frustrated here. Now, we're going to move on from Dak, at least for the time being, in a little bit, because training camp is almost here. That's important. That matters with whatever camp looks like, because we still don't know what the NFL's exact plan is. But there's going to be camp. And if you want the best Cowboys coverage, hit that big red button and subscribe today. All right, let's look a little bit further ahead here because we're still talking about Dak right now. How about a deal next offseason? Don't get your hopes up. I am not optimistic. And again, it comes down to the money involved. The second Dak hired Todd France of CAA, it was made very clear, hey, he is trying to get paid. He wants to maximize his own value. And Dak right now is looking at $37.7 million on the tag. Cowboys probably going to tag him. We'll discuss the financial impact of that in a little bit. But once they tag him, and even right now, because there's going to be a tag, there's a 0% chance that Dak Prescott takes anything less than $38 million per year. Because the 2022 tag is a bonkers number that the Cowboys are not going to pay. So at some point, Dak is either going to get the $38 per year or he'll hit the open market where there are a bunch of teams that need a quarterback that have money to spend. It's going to be expensive. And the Cowboys were like, oh, gee, shucks, 33 was too much like a year ago. They're not going to like the number that they see the next time they're able to talk contract. It'll be somewhere between that Mahomes, Russell, Wilson figure. And you know what? Probably still going to be 4 years. If they didn't change then, why would they change now? Unless they win the Super Bowl, at which point it's like, well, shit, we got to give Dak literally whatever he wants because now you have no other options. They messed up. They didn't handle this very well at all. I have another new deal alert for you guys. These new Cowboys hats, what our friends at Fanatics are calling the summer sideline gear, they are available at chatsports.com/Dallas hat. They've got the two normal styles there. And if you're into the straw bucket hats, it's not my thing. They've also got those. I will put that link in the comments and in the description for you guys. But they are available at chatsports.com/Dallas hat. All right, so if Dak's not going to get the deal next offseason, are they going to break up? And this is kind of like, when you start going to couples counseling because stuff is not going well. You can still save it, but it's not in great shape. 2 stars on this one. It's not looking great because the history involved here is bad. Because the other 2 quarterbacks that got tagged, Drew Brees, Kirk Cousins, well, they're gone. And history of the Cowboys, they're going to let Dak test the open market. As a gambling man, that's what I think is going to happen. Here's what I think ends up going down here between Dak and the Cowboys, right? Dak ends up reaching free agency in some capacity, be it after this season or after the 2021 season, and then Dak has a decision to make. Does he take the most money out there from a team like the Saints or the Colts or the Bears or whatever, or does he decide he does want to be in Dallas and he comes back for just a little bit less, but still way more than he was being offered, not that long ago? And that should sound familiar, by the way, folks, because it's literally what happened 3 months ago with Amari Cooper. It's the exact same situation. So will the Cowboys end up re-signing Dak Prescott? Will Dak re-sign with them? Maybe. 1 for yes, 0 for no. Cast your votes in the comments. I was pretty damn confident the deal was going to get done because I thought somebody was going to cave in the end. Neither side did. And now they're trending towards a very dangerous situation in the not-too-distant future. Now, I mentioned neither side caving. Do you guys want to blame the agent, blame Todd France? Go for it. Absolutely go for it. Every party here in some capacity has some blame involved here. And it's not an accident that the Cowboys late in this process tried to go around the agent. This is not the first time they've done that. You can go back to Dez Bryant. They tried it with Dez, and Dez was like, I'm not going to talk with you. I'll lose. I don't want to play that game. Look, Dak's agent played hardball, which is exactly what he's paid to do. Like, Todd France is one of the biggest agents in the NFL. His job is to maximize his client's earning. NFL franchise be damned. He doesn't care about them. He's only trying to maximize his client and, as a result, his own earnings in the process, right? So, yes, it's kind of like when you leave the dog out. Maybe this isn't the best analogy, but one I just thought of. It's like when you leave the dog out and he tears everything up. Yes, the dog should be blamed. But also, the dog went dog. Like, what do you expect the dog's going to do? Do you expect the agent to just take a deal he doesn't think is good for his client? No. It's up to the organization, or literally the owners in this case, Jerry and whatever, to get the best offer to the player. That didn't happen. So, yes, blame Todd France. Also, why are we surprised, right? Now, I forgot to mention something here, by the way, on these player hats. There is free shipping available. If you go to chatsports.com/Dallas hat, use code 34SHIP. They'll ship you out the hat for free. As a reminder, the code and the links, it's in the comments and in the description. Now, I have tried to make this clear for how long, Brett, now? Since the show began? Yeah. Guys, this is the Stephen Jones show now. Yeah, Jerry Jones might get to be the decider, and he might get to have final say, but Stephen wields the power now. Jerry's letting Stephen run point. He gets to run the show, and it's been this way for years. It's Stephen who runs the contract. So for the talking heads who are out there being like, oh, Jerry's being Jerry again, it's not really Jerry. Now, don't get me wrong, Stephen picked up a lot from Jerry, but it's the Stephen Jones show. So you can blame a lot of people, and frankly, every level of person involved has some semblance of blame. But who do you want to blame more? TF for Todd France, SJ for Stephen Jones. Think of this as the placeholders for the Cowboys and Jerry. You want to blame them? Blame Stephen. You want to blame Dak for not just taking the deal, damn it? Well, then you blame Todd France. Cast your votes for me in the comments section. Now, this one's gained some steam on social media in the past 8 hours or so, and it's the idea the Cowboys can't afford to tag Dak now. Yes, but also no, because we've learned nothing, apparently, from this entire ordeal. It's 1 star, guys, because technically speaking, yes, the Cowboys don't have enough cap space next year to tag Dak. Let's assume that the salary cap stays flat. And once you pay your free agents and you roll the money over, you're left with about $26 million or so in cap space. And, well, shit, Dak Prescott's going to make nearly $38 on the tag. Well, we tried. He's gone. Stop it. Guys, what have we learned? The salary cap, in the short term, it's a myth. You can just magically wave your hands and create millions upon millions in cap space. This is the reality. I know that COVID might scare teams, and that's understandable, but this is the reality teams face every single year. You think the Cowboys might be in trouble? Guys, the Eagles are literally like $50 million over the cap right now. And they're going to be fine because you just restructure DeMarcus Lawrence and get his cap hit down to 10. And you cut the punter and the fullback to save another 5. And then you restructure Zach Martin and Lael Collins to get their cap hits down. And oh, look, now I've got money. It's not that difficult. And that's what bothers me the most is the Cowboys are so committed to a 5-year deal. By the way, just make a fake year. If you're worried about the structure, do what the Saints have been doing for a decade and just pushing the dead money out further and further. And eventually you have to pay it, but not when your window's open. So, yeah, look, it is going to get difficult, and that's why I'm upset, because going the franchise tag route makes things more difficult on your organization. But if they want to, they can tag Dak, and I think they will at least for 2021. Hey, Cowboys fans, thanks for watching the Cowboys Report. If you haven't already, click right here to subscribe to our channel for all the best Cowboys coverage on the internet. That's news, rumors, highlights, mailbags, film studies, and a whole lot more. And I'm making your lives a little bit easier as well with the next Cowboys Report video right here.